Hi, I'm Riley.
I'm Jake.
Hi, I'm What About Mortal Orchestra.
Well, I headed to the jazz section first, got some miles. I had to figure out if I wanted to get the rechanneled for stereo or the mono reissue.
I got Chet Baker. I chose this because it's related to Miles, because people used to get angry about Chet Baker being white, but I think he's really good, and he's one of my heroes. But I don't know this record. I was going to get Chet Baker Sings because that's one of my favorite albums, but this one has a better record cover, and it's also pink. He was just like the James Dean of jazz, they call him, I guess.
How could you know what love is? What love is?
I went with Dune first because it was $7, and I'm an Eno fan, and I love the movie. And the guy's got a sweet missile on his hands.
Traveling without moving. Now I truly control the world.
This is a Dorothy Ashby record. Not even sure how you pronounce that word, but I know this is a really cool record.
And their mouths stopped with
Ridiculously talented musician. She's playing a variety of crazy instruments with kind of a psychedelic orchestral arrangements behind it, wah-wah and a symphony kind of thing, and she's singing too. Very into it.
It's a cool rug.
It ties the room together.
Yeah.
It ties the album
I
cover
love
together.
that. I totally love you that.
To that. This is TR Mahalingam. It's essential recordings of Carnatic bamboo flute. And I like shop for vinyl. I just always go for something that has a good cover. That's like one of the best record covers I've ever seen. I thought it said doctor because he looks like a doctor to me. Guaranteed that is good.
I went for The Idiot because it's an obvious choice, and everybody should have it, and I don't have it.
Night clothing, we're night clothing, we're what's happening.
I got this bracelet as a pairing for The Idiot. So like you could put on this bracelet and listen to this record, and then you learn how to be cool.
Picked this one up. I'm ashamed to say that I have very little hip-hop on vinyl, and I've started to change that.
Or vice versa, whip up a slice of nice verse pie, hit it on the first try, villain, the worst guy.
Both got this.
I was this close.
Well, it was
I
right
literally
next to
was.
it, and
Cannot
you went
think
like
of
this. You were like, nah, too obvious, and grabbed the thing.
And
So
I wanted
there's
to get
this song
something.
on here, Rap Snitch Knishes, featuring Mr. Fantastic, that Ruben was playing in the van, like, maybe on repeat for days straight.
At least once a day or something.
When we started coming out, UMO started coming out to that song for like maybe a couple years before the shows.
There's rules to this shit, fools dare care. Everybody wanna rule the world with tears for fear. Yeah, tell it on the mountain hill. Running up their mouth bill, everybody doubting still.
I think that song taught me how to be a man a little bit more for some reason.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Way Out Wardell. It was my dad's favorite jazz record in college. He looked for it for many years and couldn't find it, so every time I see a copy of it now, I pick it up.
Okay, so I have this one, Ramesh, and she's from Iran, but that's about all I know about this. When a record has a cover like that, it's going to have music inside it that I like, so.
I went with the hot new duo Wampire. Ruben made the cover, which I think is awesome. Which I think is really cool. They're our friends, and we kind of helped him make this record. And I don't have it. And who doesn't want to look at that?
Yeah.
Well, it has like a Pitchfork quote on here, but it got just slammed.
That's why they take the one thing
But they
say.
take, yeah.
I picked up an Isley Brothers album. I've been, for some strange reason, really into this lately. They're one of those bands that was kind of heavily sampled by the early days of hip hop, and it's kind of fun to go back to the original recordings and check out what they had going on.
Can a love that lasted for so long still endure?
That song, Footsteps in the Dark, is the one that Ice Cube sampled for Today Was a Good Day.
Today I didn't even have to use my AK. I gotta say it was a good day.
I got this thing. I don't really know that much about cumbia music, but my one experience with cumbia was we were on tour and we were in Paris, and I got really intoxicated somehow, and then I kind of ended up on a boat, and they were having this like cumbia party, and I didn't know what that was until I was like,
Is that real?
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I didn't, and eventually got back to shore, and I had to listen to a lot of cumbia and like dance and hung out with a bunch of people that didn't speak any English, and I didn't speak any French, but it was really fun. So I don't know, I guess I should start learning about this.
Mis amigos que le voy a presentar para ponerle en la puerta una cumbiamba.
I told myself I was going to get something new. Blew it. Blew that one.
Is art pop out on vinyl?
I don't know.
Lada Gagi?
Viva!